Clarence, what words of wisdom would you like to share with us today?
Can y'all hear me? Yeah? Alright. So it's kind of crazy like standing up here on the stage. It's like as I was thinking about it, trying to write this speech, I was trying to think about like my favorite memories. And like starting in Mrs. Peterson's class and thinking about like starting there and being here now is just absolutely crazy. Some of my favorite memories are just Mrs. Peterson gave me this little book, and I hated it at the time, but like now that I look back, it's one of my favorite memories about how to tie my shoes, and I could not do it. It took me like 2 weeks, which really is not all that bad, but at the time I hated it. But looking back, I'm just so grateful for it. Mrs. Sexton, she had us play musical chairs to choose who was going to read history. I remember that being like really fun. We went to Lake Williamson Camp one time, and if you haven't been there, it's this amazing place. And you go in a barn, and there's a rock climbing wall, and it was the first time I ever ziplined. Like I remember having so much fun. I remember the first year we went, I wasn't actually old enough to do the rock climbing wall, so just the anticipation to go back that next year was so fun. In the buffet, I have so many great memories of just goofing off basically in the buffet and having so much fun. Peanut brittle, I remember peanut brittle in Mr. Sourman's class. It's beyond great, awesome memory. And then the countless finance and life talks with Mr. Lords. I can't say how much I'm grateful for that. Really made this year amazing. And then I had someone outside ask me, you know, if you had to rank all of these and like what would be your favorite memory? It's crazy. I've had a decade, well, more than a decade here at Lahr, and it's just a really special place. But I thought about this one field trip we had to Cokia Mountains during the solar eclipse. And I remember being like one of my only friends that was like actually like outside and got to watch it because everyone else was just in school. But I remember Doctor, she planned the field trip specifically so that we could go and watch the solar eclipse, and they bought special glasses for us, and we still got to do our dig, and I remember that just being absolutely amazing. As I think back over my journey, I know it's been a very bumpy one, but it's not one that I would ever forsake, and one that I'm eternally grateful for. I wouldn't change a thing, and it's so cool to see how the school's still evolving. The school may not be the biggest, as you all can see, but it definitely more than makes up for it with all the opportunities to move forward. If I had to give one piece of advice to all y'all that are sitting over there, it'd be to not take it for granted, because as quickly as you think about it, I was graduating. Like it was almost yesterday that I was like just starting biology, and in Mrs. Peterson's class, and now I'm here. It's definitely fun, and it's definitely cool to like goof off sometimes, but definitely hit the books, because it's one thing that you're never gonna look back and be like, oh, I wish I didn't do that. And finally, I just gotta thank some people for their tremendous impact on my life and journey through school. First off, thank you, Mom. Without you, I don't think I know I wouldn't be here right now. Yeah, all your sacrifices and everything, it means the world to me. And I couldn't imagine life without you. Next, I gotta thank you. I know you're over there. You're always here. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming in and taking me in as your own. It's truly, truly special. Special thank you to Mrs. Peterson, my first teacher. She might not be here right now, but she made a tremendous, tremendous impact on my life. And she kept pushing me even then. I didn't understand why I was being pushed. And thank you to like all my teachers in general. I know Mrs. Shilden, you're back there. I really loved having you in class, so thank you for that. And all the other teachers we had, Mr. Davis, I really enjoyed composition. I had never had a class like that before I came, and it's truly changed the way I read books and the way I study, so really thank you for that. Special thank you to Ms. Leah. History, always, always so fun. All of the information that you gave us was amazing. I think my favorite memory from history is when we would go and we talk about 90s rock, and, well, not 90s rock, 1900s rock, and we talk about Elvis and how you love him. That's always going to stay with me. And thank you, Doctor, for creating the school and giving me the opportunity to graduate early and really changing the outlook of my life. Most of all, I've got to thank God, because He's kept me and my family and gave me the best possible community to be raised around and to motivate me. So thank all y'all for being here.
Thank you.